Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for 9th Feb. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First is national affairs. Supreme Court of India has recently issued new guidelines for environmental regulatory bodies. Right? Recently, remember, Supreme Court, they write a 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court issued a set of new guidelines about the environmental issues, right? About various environmental bodies and authorities in India. Correct? This 3-judge bench was led by Justice Bhushan Ramakrishnan Gavaiji, that is BR Gavi. Remember this is important. That recently new guidelines for the environmental regulatory bodies were issued by Supreme Court of India. This was led by a 3-judge bench. Who led that 3-judge bench? It was led by Justice Bhushan Ramakrishna Gavaiji. Correct, mark this. Then the Supreme Court stated that these bodies, these authorities, regulators, right, they are basically they should function within the institutional features, and they should be accountable, they should be transparent, and they should be functioning, or they should be efficient in their functioning. Also, the court also directed that the compositions, qualifications, tenures, method of appointment and renewal of the members should be clearly specified for these regulatory bodies. Also, apart from this, remember, the appointment should be made regular to ensure the continuity, so that there is no gap in the functioning, and the organization should be staffed with people with requisite knowledge, that is the technical expertise that they required for that particular job. The authorities and the bodies, they must receive sufficient funding, and their finances must be certain and clear. These are some of the guidelines specifically for the environmental regulatory bodies that were issued by Supreme Court of India, led by a 3-judge bench. And remember, this 3-judge bench was led by Justice Bhushan Ramakrishna Gavai. Next, which of these organizations received RBI approval for payment aggregate business? What is a payment aggregator business? What is a payment aggregator? Payment aggregator is that receives money. Correct? That is your payment aggregator. Correct? As they will provide secure online payment systems and solutions to the merchants, and they will be receiving the money. So JustPay, Zoho and Decentro, all these 3 of them has been recently given the RBI's approval to act as a payment aggregator now. Correct? They were approved by RBI. If we talk about JustPay, it is Bangalore, Karnataka based company. Correct? If we talk about Zoho, it is Chennai, Tamil Nadu based company. And if we talk about Decentro, remember, this is also Bangalore, Karnataka based tech firm. Right? So here you can see Zoho, JustPay and Decentro, they received RBI's approval for payment aggregator business. Take a note of this, right? These are important. And as I just mentioned, being a payment aggregator, they will be providing secure online payment systems and solutions to the merchants, and they will be receiving money and storing it. Next, OECD projected India's GDP growth rate forecast for fiscal year 25 to dash percent. OECD. OECD stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. They have released their economic outlook for fiscal year 25. This report, economic outlook, was released in Feb 2024, and it stated that India will be growing by 6.2%, or the expected GDP growth rate for fiscal year 25 is to be 6.2%. Correct? Similarly, remember for fiscal year 26, OECD projected that India will be growing by 6.5%. Take a note of this. Then if we talk about inflation in India, for fiscal year 25, the inflation is supposed to be around 4.9%, whereas in fiscal year 25 it's going to be around 4.9%, and in fiscal year 24 it was around 5.3%. It will be around 5.3% this time. Correct? Similarly, for fiscal year 26, the inflation is projected to be around 4.3%. So just this is a rough idea. Let me tell you again that this GDP, these are the projected one, these are the expected one, right? So these keeps on changing as per the economic outlook, as per the scenario, how the global GDP or how the global economy plays out. According to this also keeps changing. Next is economy and business, and we saw OECD's economic outlook was released for India's GDP growth rate, that is 6.5% for fiscal year 25. Next, who won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year 59 People's Choice Award? So this was won by whom? It was won by Neema Sarikhani, correct? And for her photo that was named Sleepy Polar Bear. Sleepy Polar Bear, right? This is the name of the photograph, correct? For which Neema Sarikhani won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year 59 People's Choice Award. This was presented to her by the Natural History Museum in London, UK. Correct? So remember, Neema Sarikhani, she received this UK, and she is of UK, and she has won the 2023 Wildlife Photographer of the Year 59 People's Choice Award by the Natural History Museum of London, UK. And she won the award for his photograph of a polar bear sleeping peacefully on a small iceberg, as you can see here. And here the name of the photograph is Sleepy Polar Bear. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, where has been Dash has been appointed as the new Secretary of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Who has been appointed as the new Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? So Apurva Chandra, right? Apurva Chandra has been appointed as the Secretary of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Next thing, remember Sanjay Jaju. He has been appointed as the Secretary to MIB. MIB is your Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Correct? So Apurva Chandra has been appointed as the Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, whereas Sanjay Jaju has been appointed as the Secretary of MIB. And remember, Sanjay Jaju will succeed whom? He will succeed to be the new Secretary of MIB. He will be succeeding Apurva Chandra, and as Apurva Chandra has been appointed as the Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Next, here you can see Apurva Chandra and Sanjay Jaju ji. Next, who became the youngest Prime Minister of Kazakhstan? Important question. Aljaž Beketnov, right, became the youngest ever Prime Minister of Kazakhstan. He is 43 years of age. Correct? Next is, here you can see Aljaž Beketnov became the youngest ever Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, and he is 36 years of age. He is of Amanat Party. Next, who has been appointed as the country director for India by Asian Development Bank. So Asian Development Bank recently appointed whom as their country director for India? So Mio Oka, right? Mio Oka has been appointed as the new country director for India. Correct? And she will replace or she will succeed whom? She will be succeeding Takio Konishi. Correct? Mia Oka will take over from the incumbent Takio Konishi, who has served or who has been elevated as the ADB, Asian Development Bank's Director General for South Asia. If we talk about Mio Oka, she has been associated with Asian Development Bank for more than 18 years. She joined Asian Development Bank in 2015 as a social development specialist. If we talk about Asian Development Bank, president will be Matsusugu Asakawa. Headquarters will be in Manila, Philippines, and it was established in 1966. Next, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Fit India movement? So IRS officer Narendra Kumar Yadav, has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Fit India movement. Correct? And remember, he became the first civil servant to be appointed as the brand ambassador for the Fit India movement. Here you can see IRS officer Narendra Kumar Yadav has been appointed as brand ambassador for Fit India movement. Correct? He's an IRS officer of 2009 batch, and he became the first ever civil servant to be appointed as brand ambassador for Fit India movement. Currently, Narendra Kumar Yadav is currently serving as the additional director of GST in CBIC under the Department of Revenue in Ministry of Finance. And this Fit India movement, if we talk about it, this was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It was launched in 2019, and it was to make fitness an integral part of everyone's life. Next is Science and Tech. BSDMA, they have launched a novel device, that is Nitish, and it is to alert people on natural calamities. I repeat, BSDMA, that is Bihar State Disaster Management Authority, they have launched a novel initiative technology intervention for safety of human life, that stands for Nitish. What is Nitish? Novel initiative technology intervention for safety of human life. This is a device. Correct? It was launched in the presence of Chief Minister of Bihar, that is Nitish Kumar, right? As you can see him in the picture, on his name only this device is named, and the device aims to provide an earlier alert for natural calamities. Correct? And the pendant-like device was developed by BSDMA in collaboration with IIT in Patna, Bihar. Correct? Now, as the name this device, this will be basically an alert device for natural calamities, and this device is synced with Bihar Meteorological Service Center that will alert people half an hour before calamities such as your lightning, flood, heat waves or cold waves. It is a waterproof device and it gets charged from body heat, and the device will alert the users in 3 ways, as it will send a voice message. Its color will change from green to red, and the device will keep warming till its user switches it off. Then apart from this, friends, remember there is also a mobile application by the name Indra Vraj. This mobile application, it has similar applications to that of this Nitish device, and it is also available in Bihar. Correct? And it is to minimize the death and injuries that can be caused by lightning and thunderstorm. So coming back, Nitish, this is a device launched by BSDMA to alert people on natural calamities. Next, here you can see Nitish device and its feature. Next is obituary. Veteran broadcaster and Sahitya Academy winner Farooq Nazki passed away. I repeat, veteran broadcaster and Sahitya Academy winner Farooq Nazki has recently passed away. Correct? He passed away at the age of 83 at Katra in UT of Jammu and Kashmir. He was born on 16th of Feb 1940 in Madar village in Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir. Next, also remember in 1995 he was honored with a Sahitya Academy Award. Next is Chile's former president Sebastián Pinera recently passed away. I repeat, former Chilean president Sebastián Pinera recently passed away, as you can see him in the picture. Next is British Indian peer Baroness Shrila Fletcher passed away. I repeat, British Indian peer Baroness Shrila Fletcher recently passed away at the age of 89. She was a life peer at Baroness of Windsor and Maidenhead in Berkshire. So just remember, Baroness Shrila Fletcher recently passed away. Also remember this peer. A life peer is an honor given to individual and grants them to be the member of the House of Lords with the title of Baron, that is male, or Baroness, that is female. And she became the first British Asian woman to become a life peer in 1990. Next is state news. Gujarat's Finance Minister Kanubhai Desai has presented the state budget for Gujarat that is worth 3,32,465 crore rupees for fiscal year 25. Take a note this, and it was the highest ever budget presented in the history of Gujarat. These are your important current affairs. Apart from this, one more is here. That is, Uttarakhand became the first state to pass a bill on Uniform Civil Code. So UCC comes under Article 44, and which state became the first state to pass this bill on UCC? It is your Uttarakhand. Correct? This aims to govern and regulate laws related to marriage, divorce, land, property and inheritance for all citizens irrespective of their religion. The bill will now be sent to President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am for her assent, which it will become a law. So friends, these are your important current affairs for the day, right? I hope the session was up to the mark. Apart from this, remember one more thing. Telangana's Wildlife Board has approved Tadava Kaval Wildlife Reserve. I repeat, Tadoba Kaval Conservation Reserve has been recently approved by Telangana Wildlife Board. Correct? Take a note of this. The State Board of Wildlife of Telangana approved the establishment of Tadoba Kaval Conservation Reserve in the area of Telangana. Next, let's go to one-liners now. Supreme Court has issued new guidelines for environmental regulatory bodies. Zoho, Juspay and Decentro received the RBI node for payment aggregator business. OECD's economic outlook raised India's GDP growth forecast for fiscal year 25 to 6.2%. Nima Sarikhani wins the Wildlife Photographer of the Year 59 People's Choice Award. Apurva Chandra appointed as the Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, whereas Sanjay Jaju appointed as the Secretary of MIB. Oljaz Bekenetov became the youngest Prime Minister of Kazakhstan. Asian Development Bank appointed Mio Oka as Country Director for India. IRS officer Narendra Kumar Yadav appointed as Brand Ambassador for Fit India Movement. Next, BSDMA has launched a novel device, Nitish, to alert people on natural calamities. Veteran broadcaster and Sahitya Academy winner Farooq Nazki passed away. Chile's former president Sebastian Pinera passed away. British Indian peer Baroness Shrila Fletcher recently passed away. Gujarat Finance Minister Kanubhai Desai presented the state budget for for Gujarat for 3,32,465 crore rupees for fiscal year 25. Uttarakhand became the first state to pass the bill on UCC. Telangana Wildlife Board approved Tadoba Kaval Conservation Reserve. So these are your important current affairs for the day. Do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. First is, India nominated how many forts of Marathas for UNESCO's World Heritage List? So India recently nominated a total of 12 forts of Marathas, and it is for the UNESCO's World Heritage List. Correct? And this list is for the year 2024-2025, and these 12 forts were under the category cultural site. Under the category cultural sites. Right? These forts showcase the strategic military use of the Maratha rules, and these are the 12 forts that you need to remember. Correct? If we talk about UNESCO, who is the Director General of UNESCO? Audrey Azoulay. Where is the headquarters of UNESCO? It is in Paris, France, and it was established in 1945. Correct? And these are the 12 forts that you can see. Right? Next, Next is how many leopards are there in India in January 2024? As of January 2024, how many leopards are there? So remember, there was a assessment done, and this was the first ever scientific study that reported the population of the snow leopards in India. Right here, snow leopards. How many snow leopards are there? So a total of 718. Fifth option, 718 snow leopards are there in India. The main important thing is not the number that I want to tell you. It is that this was the first ever scientific study that reported the population of leopards, right? Snow leopards, and this was SPAI. What is SPAI? Snow leopard population assessment in India. I repeat, snow population assessment in India, snow leopard population assessment in India, and this was the first ever such kind of scientific study. Next is important is, mark this is important one, can be asked. Shaheed Divas or Martyrs Day observed on 30th of January, and it is to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives in the line of the duty to the nation. The day also marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, who was considered the father of nation, and on 30th of January 2024, that means in the year 2024, we observe the 76th death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Next is state news. Odisha launches Labha. LABHA. Labha stands for Laghu Bana Jatya Dravya Karaya Yojana. Right? This is a scheme that is a new 100% state funded minimum support price scheme for the minor forest produce, and the scheme aims to eliminate the possibility of distress sale of the produce to the middleman. So coming back, this Labha scheme was launched by Odisha, right, and it is a scheme that will be 100% state funded, and this is basically to provide a minimum support price scheme for the forest produce, right. This will be helping the farmer so that they do not have to sell their product in distress to the middleman for low prices, so that there is a, so because of which they have been setting up a minimum support price for the forest produce under this Labha scheme, right, that was launched by Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik. Correct. Under this scheme, remember, primary collectors from the tribal communities can sell the MFP, that is minor forest produce they collected at the procurement centers of the Tribal Development Cooperative Corporation Limited of Odisha at MSP. Right. These centers will be managed by self-help groups, and after collection, the amount will be transferred as a direct benefit transfer to the beneficiary account. Which river was diverted for 850 megawatt Ratel hydroelectric project in Jammu and Kashmir? And this question becomes important. Remember, recently it was Chenab river, right? It was diverted through a diversion tunnels at in the Kishtawar district of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is a major milestone of 850 megawatt hydroelectric power plant in Jammu and Kashmir that is scheduled to be commissioned by May 2026. Correct? Take a note of this. This was Chenab River. Next, which organization delivered India's first mineral exploration to NDMC? First mineral exploration drone to NDMC. It is Marut drones. Right? Marut drones. This is a Hyderabad, Telangana based startup company, that is Drone Tech Private, Marut Drone Tech Private Limited. They have delivered their octa-quad coaxial X8 drone. This is the drone that will be used in mineral exploration, right, and it has been recently delivered to NDMC. NDMC is your National Mineral, NMDC, National Mineral Development Corporation. What is the name of the drone? Octa-quad coaxial X8. Name of the company, Marut Drones, Marut Drone Tech Private Limited, right, and it is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company. They delivered their first mineral exploration drone to NMDC. These drones are equipped with magnetometer sensors, hyperspectral sensors, LiDAR technology, and so on. Here you can see Marut drones delivered India's first mineral exploration drones to NMDC. Next, what is the rank of India in Corruption Perceptions Index? So what is the rank of India in the corruption perception index? So India stands at 93 position in the corruption perception index, and 93 out of 180 countries with an overall score of 39. Correct. Then remember, India in 2023 was at 85th position, and now in 2020 in 2022 it was at 85th position. Now in 2023 is at 93 position, right? That means we can say the corruption in India has increased, right? This data was released by which organization? This corruption perception index, it was released by Transparency International, right? Transparency International released the corruption perceptions index, in which the rank of India was 93. This corruption perception index, in this, which country has secured the top position? It was secured by Denmark. Denmark was on the top position, right? Mark this. Then if we talk about Transparency International, who is the chief executive officer? Daniel Erickson. Where is the headquarter? It is in Berlin, Germany. Anil Kumar Lahoti, as you can see him in the picture, has been appointed as the new TRAI chairman. TRAI is your Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, and he has been appointed as the 9th chairman of TRAI. He will be in this position for how many years? For 3 years, and he will be succeeding PD Vaghela, right? Who retired from the post on 30th of September, and the post has been vacant for around 4 months. So Anil Kumar Lahoti will replace PD Vaghela as the new chairman of TRAI. He will be the 9th chairman of TRAI, and he will be in this position for 3 years. Anil Kumar Lahoti is an IRSC officer of 1984 batch, and he becomes the third non-IAS officer to be appointed as the chairman of TRAI since their inception in 1997. Next, AU Small Finance Bank appointed former RBI Deputy Governor HR Khan as their part-time chairman. I repeat, AU Small Finance Bank has appointed the former Deputy Governor of RBI and its non-executive independent director Harun Rashid Khan as the part-time chairman with effect from 30th of January 2024. ACC approved the DFS proposal to transfer the EDs of Bank of Baroda and IOB. Right, this is another thing that you need to remember. First thing, remember, AU Small Finance Bank appointed former RBI Deputy Governor HR Khan as their part-time chairman, and ACC, they have approved 2 proposals made by the Department of Financial Services concerning the transfer of executive directors of the Bank of Baroda and Indian Overseas Bank. Then if we talk about AU Small Finance Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer? Sanjay Agarwal. Where is the headquarter? It is in Jaipur, Rajasthan, and it was in 1996 that this was established. What is the GDP forecast of India by IMF for 2024? So International Monetary Fund, they projected that India will be growing by 6.5% in 2024. Right, here you can see IMF, they released their January 2024 World Economic Outlook update, moderating inflation and steady growth, open path to soft landing, stated that India's expected GDP to grow by 6.7% in 2024, stating a 40 basis point increase from 6.3% forecast made in October. Right? Then remember, for the year 2024 and 2025, the GDP projected, or the GDP growth rate that is projected, is 6.5%. If we are talking about global scenario, that is the global growth rate, the expected GDP for the year 2023 will be 3.1%, and for 2024 also. But if we talk about 2025, it is expected the world will be growing by 3.2%. Right, and globally we can say that India is the country that is performing the best in terms of the developing as well as the developed nations also. Right, even you will be seeing that in China there is a crisis going on, a liquidation crisis of Evergrande. That is a different day topic that we can discuss. Basically, it is a real estate developer, and because of their heavy loans, they are now liquidating, and because of the liquidation, the markets in China have crashed badly. Next is GAIL. GAIL is Gas Authority of India Limited. They have signed a LNG purchase agreement with ADNOC. LNG. What is LNG? Liquefied natural gas. What is PNG? Petrified natural gas. CNG, compressed natural gas. This is the gas that you use in your cars for as a fuel, right? So coming back, it is GAIL India Limited, or we can say GAIL. They signed an LNG purchase agreement with ADNOC, right? Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, that is a state-owned oil company of UAE. Under this agreement, GAIL will purchase approximately 0.5 million metric tons of LNG per year from ADNOC gas, and the agreement will be effective from 2026 for a period of 10 years. This is in contribution towards India's effort to enhance the share of the natural gas in their energy sector to 15%. Next is appointments and resignations. President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am appointed 4 members to a 16-member finance commission. I repeat, Draupadi Murmu ma'am appointed 4 members, 3 full-time members and 1 part-time member to the 16th Finance Commission, that is a constitutional body responsible for recommending the distribution of federal taxes among states. Right? Then remember the 4 individuals here will be Ajay Narayan Jha, Annie George Matthew, Niranjan Rajadaksa, and Soumya Kanti Ghosh. These are the 4 members that have been recently appointed to a 16th Finance Commission. Correct? 4 members to the 16th Finance Commission. Next, let's move to the homework section. First, the term lupus seen in news is related to which one of the following? Second, Deenbandhu Choturam thermal power plant recently seen in news located in which country? Third, according to Fitch's prediction, what is the estimated fiscal deficit for India in fiscal year 25-26? Fourth, Sheffield Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state? And fifth, what is the primary objective of SMART scheme seen in news? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.